Hi and welcome to this yoga video for strength and flexibility. We'll begin by warming up the neck, bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. This might be enough for you, or if you want to deepen the stretch, you can extend your left arm and point the fingers towards the ceiling. Take some nice deep breaths and feel any tension melting away. Coming back to center, taking the left ear to the left shoulder, and with the option to extend the right arm to deepen the stretch. And release. We'll take some circles with the hips, moving to the right. Inhale to lean forwards, coming over towards the left, and exhaling, bringing the chin to the chest and rounding through your spine. Inhaling to come forwards, exhaling, rounding through the spine. Nice, smooth, fluid movements, warming up the hips and the back. Then moving in the opposite direction, following the breath. Inhale to come forwards, exhale to come back. We'll do a few more of these. And after your next one, we'll release. Bring the right hand down towards the mat and extend the left arm for a side stretch. Option to come down onto the forearm for a deeper stretch. Inhale to lift back up, and as you exhale, taking it over to the opposite side. And release. From here, we'll come into a tabletop position. And inhale to lift the chin, arching the spine. Exhaling, chin comes to chest and round. Inhale, lifting the chin, arching the spine. Exhaling to round, moving through cat-cows. Inhaling, lifting the chin. Exhaling to round, moving with your breath. Coming back to center, inhale and lift your right leg. When you have your balance, you can extend your left arm, and exhale, bring your knee towards your elbow. Inhaling to extend, and exhale to round, engaging the core. Inhaling to extend, exhale, round, and release. Taking it to the left side, lifting the left leg. Right arm extends, inhaling, exhale to round. Inhaling to extend, exhale, round. Inhale, extend, exhale to round, and release. Tucking in the toes, lifting the knees an inch above the ground, engaging the core. One more breath. And exhale, come back into a downward facing dog, lifting the hips. You can start to pedal out the legs, bending one knee and then the other, waking up the hamstrings and warming up the back line of the body. Then finding stillness and taking some downward dog ripples. Inhale to come up high on the toes, roll your spine forwards, and exhale to lower, bending the knees, pushing back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling the body forwards. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forwards, and exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards and step the feet between the hands. Coming into a halfway lift. Hands can be on your shins or on the mat. Exhale to fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your hands towards the ceiling. And exhale, lean over towards the right for a side stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean over towards the left. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, hands at heart center. Moving through Surya Namaskar A to warm up the body, we'll inhale, bring the hands towards the ceiling, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Lower down the knees, the chin in the chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards, step the feet between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bending the knees, inhaling, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhaling, hands come up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back to plank. This time you can take chaturanga, lowering almost completely down. And as you inhale, rolling onto the tops of the feet, pressing through the hands. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog for 2 deep breaths. Inhale to look forwards, jump the feet between the hands, coming into a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Bending the knees, inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back, lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot towards the ceiling. And exhale, bend the knee, bringing it towards your chin, hold. And then step the foot in between the hands. Back foot comes to 90 degrees. Coming into warrior 2, gazing over the right middle finger. Take 2 deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh and extend the left arm forwards. You can gaze towards your left fingers, keeping a nice bend through the front knee. Either staying here or bringing the right hand down towards the ground or maybe on a block, deepening the stretch. Inhale to lift up, straighten the front leg, and exhale, coming into triangle pose, bringing the right hand down towards the ground and the left arm extends towards the ceiling. Engage the muscles in the legs. You can gaze towards your left hand. Slowly release, coming back into warrior 2. And then bringing the forearm back onto the right thigh for side angle, or taking that hand down towards the ground. Either staying here or coming into a bind, bringing the left hand behind the back and the right arm underneath the thigh, holding the hands and opening the chest. Slowly release, lift back into warrior 2, straightening the legs, bring the feet parallel, interlace the hands behind the back, draw the shoulders together, inhale, and exhale, hinge at the hips, leaning forwards, coming into a wide leg fold. Drawing your hands behind you, making sure the weight is towards the front of the feet, feeling a nice deep stretch through the backs of the legs. inhale, ride the breath all the way up. Release. Windmill the hands either side of your right foot and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the ceiling, bend the left knee, bringing it towards your chin, hold, and then stepping it in between the hands. Coming back into Warrior Two, gaze over the left middle finger. Take 2 deep breaths. Bringing the left forearm to the left thigh, extending the right arm. Either staying here or bringing the left hand down towards the ground or placing it on a block. Continuing to extend the right arm forwards. Inhale to lift up, straightening the front leg. Exhale, moving into triangle. Left hand comes down, right hand extends towards the ceiling. You can gaze towards your right hand. Inhale to lift up, and exhale, come back into extended side angle, either with the arm on the thigh or bringing the left hand down towards the ground. You can stay here or coming into the bind, right arm comes behind the back, left arm underneath the thigh, interlacing the hands, opening the chest, breathing deeply. And release. Lift back into Warrior Two, windmill the hands either side of the left foot, and step back into downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale to slowly walk forwards, take the feet wide apart and sit down in a Malasana squat. Take the hands into prayer and press your elbows into your thighs for a hip opening stretch. Slowly come to sit down. Extend the legs out in front, flexing the feet towards you, hands pressed down into the ground, lifting the chest. Engage the core and breathing deeply. And release. Take the hands further back, and as you inhale, press through the hands, lift the hips, bring the feet to the ground, coming into reverse plank. Keep breathing deeply, engaging the core. And release. Crossing the legs, rolling forwards and push back into a downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards, jump the feet between the hands. Halfway lift as you inhale and exhale to fold. Bending the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, bring the hands towards the ceiling and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back, lowering down through chaturanga and inhaling for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee and step it in between the hands. Keep the left hand on the floor and raise the right hand for a twist. As you exhale, bring the right hand down on the inside of the right foot. Step the right foot to the outer edge of the mat, coming into an active lizard. Then lowering the back knee, untucking the toes, and come down onto the forearms, deepening the stretch through the hips. Come back onto the hands, tuck in the toes, lift the knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the ceiling, bend the left knee, and step the foot in between the hands. Right hand stays on the ground, left arm lifts for a twist. And then bring the left hand down on the inside of the left foot, coming into our lizard lunge. Lowering the back knee, untucking the toes, and coming down onto the forearms to deepen the stretch. Bring the left knee back and coming into a tabletop position, bring the forearms down onto the ground. We're going to come into dolphin, tuck in the toes, lift the hips and walk the feet forwards. Actively pressing through the forearms, lifting the hips back, feeling a deep stretch and strengthening through the shoulders. And slowly release. From here, we're going to come into crow pose. So taking your feet about hip width apart, placing your hands firmly on the mat, fingertips are spread. Start to press your elbows on the inside of your thighs, at the same time pressing your thighs into your elbows. You can start by leaning forwards and lifting one foot, placing it back down, lifting the other. And when you're ready, leaning forwards, looking forwards, lift both of the feet. Keep breathing here. And release. You can lower the knees, bring the big toes together, and sink back into a child's pose, extending the arms in front. Start to relax, feel the heart rate slowing. Take the palms of the hands together and place them at the back of the head, deepening the stretch through the arms and the shoulders, releasing any tension there. Moving into our cool down now, bring the hands back down, lift the right arm towards the ceiling and thread it underneath the left armpit, feeling a stretch through the right shoulder. You can rest on the right side of your face. And release, bringing the right arm back in front. Inhale to lift the left arm and exhale, thread it underneath the right armpit, resting on the left side of the face, feeling a stretch through the left shoulder. Release. Both arms come out in front and come to lie down on your stomach. Bring your left hand under your left shoulder. Extend your right arm out towards the right side at 90-degree angle. And then roll over onto your right side. You can keep the legs stacked. Or if you want to deepen the stretch, bring the left foot behind you. And release, rolling back onto your front, extending the left arm. The right hand comes under the right shoulder, rolling onto your left side. And if you want to deepen the stretch, bring your right foot behind you. You can slowly release, coming back onto your front, and then rolling over so that you're on your back. You can hug your knees into your chest, rock from side to side, massaging the lower back. And release, bringing the legs out long, arms by your sides, feet as wide as the mat, closing the eyes. Take a nice deep inhale in through the nose and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Feel your whole body sinking into the ground, completely relaxed. I will leave you here to relax. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.